Hey guys, annyeong. That means hi in Korean. I'm Christine with Kimbop TV, empowering you to live a happier and safer life, especially if you're a fellow domestic violence survivor. I am on a very exciting trip this morning. I am at LAX airport flying for the first time in over a year so I can get myself up to San Jose, then head over to Sunnyvale so I could work with a group of detectives and help them to serve victims of crime, of human trafficking, and empower women in that very special way. Let's go. Human trafficking is one of the fastest growing crimes committed in our world today. It's estimated to be a $150 billion industry where profit is made from the exploitation of our most vulnerable populations. Here's an overview from the Counter Trafficking Data Collaborative. It's sobering to see how young many of the victims are, and the California Department of Justice says more than 99% of young girls and women who are human trafficking victims are also sex trafficking victims. That brings me to this day. 20 new detectives are learning how to perform human trafficking investigations through POST, the state's Commission on Peace Officer Standards and Training, and I'm helping them become more culturally responsive by acting as a Korean victim of crime and providing feedback on their interview tactics.
Working with somebody who is ethnically appropriate and fits in with that scenario is very important, and for some of these detectives, they've never even seen a case like this.
As a Korean American domestic violence and sexual assault survivor, putting myself in situations like this is emotionally challenging. I got a scenario which sadly is based off of real life cases that they've actually dealt with in the past, and it was a Korean officer who took a lot of care in writing this out, and just reading through it, man, it was like 4 pages, and just so sad because it happens in real life and I have to become her for about an hour or two, and just the things that I as this character went through is just so sad. I'm getting nervous, my heart's pounding a little bit, I'm getting the energy, you know, of like, oh no, I'm shaking, my hands are getting clammy, like I have to put myself in that position of somebody who's been raped, somebody who's been assaulted, somebody who's been left for, you know, like, no one cares about me, I'm not worth anything, that kind of stuff. Like, it's seeping in right now, and the detectives are about to enter the room any minute now, so just hoping that I could play the role well to where it really preps them for that time when they really have to help a victim like this. I remember sitting in a room once with a detective. I felt so uncomfortable as I answered sensitive questions and had to rehash my most painful memories. But he was sympathetic, unlike the other detective from the night before who was mean and rude. I want to help more investigators to want to care and help in as gentle a way as possible, and I'm so thankful that this partnership helps me to do that.
We've had 320 unique students from 107 different agencies. Thank you very much for coming down here and helping us. It's been a very big help, and hopefully we'll get to do this again.
This trip wasn't all work. My husband Matty had just started his 3-week vacation, so we came up together a day early. Our hotel was right across the street from a big Korean market. You can actually see it from our balcony. We went across the street and grabbed as many snacks and drinks as we could, and picked up an owl pillow for my aunt's upcoming birthday. We also did a lot of walking. Apple's headquarters was nearby, and although the visitor center was closed, we took a peek inside its store and then cooled off with Seoul and Beans at Main Street, Cupertino. We mostly took advantage of the Koreatown we were staying in, checking out another local market and admiring all of its delicious looking baked goods and popular dishes. At dinner, this traditional Korean restaurant hit the spot, but I made the mistake of putting in way too much salt in my seolleongtang, or beef broth soup with brisket. The owner gave me more broth, so it all worked out. After work, Maddie and I got to see some of my relatives in Palo Alto, where they treated us to a delicious home-cooked meal, and then we caught our evening flight back home. It was really nice to have Maddie with me for the ride. He helped to balance out the serious work vibes with more lighthearted activities, and I'm thankful to have a partner who has been so supportive of my work as a DV survivor. I hope this video shows you another glimpse into what life after domestic violence can look like. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye!